Well, good morning, everyone. Glad to have a full courtroom this morning. Appreciate y'all being here. I want to welcome everybody to the Tuesday, July 14th, 2026 meeting of the Denton County Commissioners Court. At this time, I'd like to welcome up for our invocation Andy Tart. She's an honorary regent with the Flower Mound chapter, the National Daughters of the American Revolution, and our pledges will be led by Pam Dunham with the Flower Mound chapter, the Daughters of the American Revolution. If you'll please stand, I want to remind everybody to take a second and turn off your cell phones. Thank you.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge Eads. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with grateful hearts, thanking you for the many blessings you have bestowed upon our nation, our state, and our country, and of course our community. We ask for your wisdom to rest upon these county commissioners and all who serve the public. Grant them discernment, integrity, and spirit of cooperation as they make decisions that affect the lives of those who have been called to serve. May they always seek justice, promote peace, and work for the common good. Today, we also pause to remember the extraordinary courage and sacrifice of the men and women who, 250 years ago, answered the call to secure the blessings of liberty. Their faith, perseverance, and devotion to the ideals of freedom lay the foundation upon which our nation was built. May we never take for granted the liberties they purchased at such a great cost. May your hand continue to guide our nation, protect those who defend our freedoms, strengthen our communities, and remind us that with gratitude for our past comes responsibility for our future. We ask these blessings in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Please join me with our pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Well, thank you, Andy, and thank you, Pam, for participating in our meeting. At this time, we have 4 individuals that have registered with our aide to the court to speak this morning for an item number 1, which is for public input for items that are not listed on the agenda. And our first person is Jackie Massey from Flower Mound. If you'll come forward. And I would like to just remind you we have many guests with us today, and we're glad to have you all here. And I'll just say that for items not listed on the agenda, we do not deliberate those items. So we take notes. We appreciate your comments and appreciate you being here and hearing from you. So go right ahead. And there is a 3-minute time allocation, and I'll be happy to set the timer. So go right ahead. Good morning. Good to see you. We rode up in the elevator together.
Yes, we did. Good morning. Good morning. I serve as presiding judge in the Louisville Flower Mound area. I am here today advocating for those voters who have been redirected and those voters who will be redirected in the future. On election day, all voters want to do is just simply vote. And it's a bipartisan vote. They don't care. I just want to vote. So, on election day, for many, this is a tradition, which is why they come out on election day. Some bring their families so they can see the voting process firsthand. Now, let's take under consideration some election day statistics, starting with November 2025. Of the 52,570 voters who cast their ballots, 10.58% were redirected. We have no idea whether they were able to vote at their other locations. At my location in Louisville on election day, we had 935 voters able to cast their ballots, and 21.56% were redirected to other locations. Now let's go to March 3rd, 2026. We had 26 provisional voters. Starting at 6 p.m., we actually had to stay until after 10 o'clock to get all those voters, including provisional voters, a way to vote, simply because they did not have time to go to their location. Now, let's also consider Tuesday, May 2nd at my location. We redirected 124 Republicans and 46 Democrats. Wow, that's a lot of people. A total of 170 voters were redirected. Again, we have no idea if they were able to vote. Many of the voters let it be known to us that they were disappointed, frustrated, and angry, especially those with disabilities, to include those using wheelchairs, walkers, or canes, and those needing curbside assistance, not to mention those who brought caregivers to help them vote. Some left making statements such as, "This is outrageous. Can't you people get this right? All I want to do is vote. I voted here before on election day." We acknowledge those comments by saying, contact your commissioner. Now, let me give you a scenario. You have worked all day, early voting, you've been busy, now it's election day. You work right here in the courthouse. And you say, well, you know what, I have time, I can just go right across the parking lot and vote. You get there, you stand in a line. You get to the person to register you, they say, "I'm sorry, we have to redirect you to another location." Well, you look at your watch, it's 6:30. Commissioners, you have the ability to make this a reality, to give us vote centers. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Massey. All right, next is Del Frey. Thank you all for being here. Next is Del Frey. Are you here, Del Frey? Oh, there you are. Good morning.
Good morning, County Commissioners. I too want to come up here and say that we really need countywide voting on Election Day. You know, I want to highlight that the Election Day is the last opportunity for people to vote. You know, we tend to have 2 weeks of early voting, and we establish a consistent idea that you can vote anywhere in the county, but yet on the last day to vote, we're switching up the rules. I mean, come on, guys, that's just not fair. That's confusing to people. That's why so many people get confused, so many people get frustrated. They have this idea that they can vote anywhere in the county. And look, I understand that there's a lot of disinformation out there. There's some people who say, oh, well, if we have countywide voting on Election Day, then you can vote at multiple locations. But the reality is that we have a pretty secure system. From what I understand, is that when you check in, when your driver's license is scanned, I believe it's every 4 minutes a signal is sent out to all of the polling locations saying, hey, this person has voted. So you can't get from one voting location to another within 4 minutes, right? I mean, that's crazy. Someone who claims so is just pushing disinformation. And I respect that we do have more polling locations on the last day to vote, on voting day. That's great, but again, that's no reason to still not have countywide voting on Election Day. I understand the concept of being, you know, precinct-driven, but let's be real here, guys. Not everyone works in the precinct they live in. Not everyone's kid goes to the school in the precinct they live in. People travel all over this county, and we have traffic. We have a booming population spike in Denton County, which is a good thing, but we have traffic, and it's difficult to get from one location to another. Now, I'm halfway through, so I'm going to stop with that now. I'm going to switch gears. I do want to give a good thanks and a shout out to Frisco. We have a new mayor in Frisco, and it's been real tough in Frisco. We've seen a lot of really bad rhetoric in Frisco to the point where our city council had to cancel their citizens' input. And you know, we had a real tough race for mayor in Frisco, and I want to give a shout out to Mark Hill. I want to thank him for his campaign to have unity in Frisco. We really need that. And I also want to thank you all for showing up last Tuesday night to the swearing-in ceremony because, you know, Frisco needs some attention. It needs some tender love and care. And I want to thank you for all showing up for that and supporting us. So thank you for your time.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming over and seeing us this morning. Thank you. All right. Next is Stephanie Draper.
Good morning. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning. Good morning.
So I'm going to let you know, I left my readers at home, but I'm gonna bring
You
up my
need some?
phone.
I got some right. I got them.
I
They're
might have to take
1.5. I'm serious.
That's close. That's close to what I need.
All right.
But I have it on my phone. Thank you.
Okay, I'll start your timer over.
Okay.
All right.
Good
Glad to
morning.
have you.
Thank you. And good morning to the commissioners. My name is Stephanie Draper, and I have been a resident of Denton County for over 20 years. Now, I have also been an election judge, and I can tell you right now, that is only two things are the hardest part of being an election judge.
Yeah.
One is you got to make sure that you got all the counts and you haven't missed anything. The second one is when you have to turn people away to vote. That hurts my heart when people take the time off of work, try to leave school to go out to go and vote, and they get turned away. For an example, I was an election judge over in Louisville, and right there in the center, there's like this one precinct here and another one a little bit like 15, 20 minutes away. I had a student that came through there, and they were so excited because it's their second time to do their civil duty. I had to turn them away. They had taken a ride share to come out to go and vote. And they're like, Miss Stephanie, I'm sorry, but I have to go back to school. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back to go vote before 7 o'clock deadline. So we probably missed that vote. Then we had a disabled person that took a minute to get out of his car, get into his motorized wheelchair, just to go up the ramp and be told, I'm sorry, sir, they moved you from the courthouse, you gotta go to the church. And he told me, he's like, why can't y'all get it together? This is not a Republican problem or a Democrat problem. This is a people problem, and we need to fix it. And we need to fix it now. So I'm asking y'all to please put that on your agenda to make sure that we can have voting centers throughout the county on election day to help the people, because Denton is growing, and it's growing fast. Thank y'all for your time.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Next is Mackenzie. Is it Reitman? Reitman? Mackenzie?
Mackenzie on the 24th of June at the Amplify Her series with United Way. She sat at our table and we talked about county government, and I invited her to visit us, and then lo and behold, she sent me an email and said she'd like to come and visit, and she'd like to shadow me sometime to find out about county government. And so she had some words, and she didn't plan on speaking, but I told her she needed to tell us about what she's all about. She's a teacher also. So Mackenzie.
Yeah, so nice to meet you all. My name is Mackenzie.
Well, good
So
morning.
a little bit about what I'm doing. I am a Policy and Advocacy Summer Fellow at TWU Center for Women in Government. And obviously TWU is right in your backyard. They're doing some really awesome work specifically around getting more women in government, not just elected government, but as staffers and advocates and all of the things that go around it. So there's two big research projects that I'm working on this summer. The first one is city versus county government and how the systems in place are different, something I was very ignorant to before researching it. There's a lot of different systems in place. And the next is the blue slip process in the judiciary and how a lot of the blue slips are negatively impacting women based on the data. So a little bit of data I'm gonna share. 39%, specifically this is Clinton and Bush. I am working to get through the other presidents, so keep that in mind. 39% of all the appointees were women, only 12% of the women appointees were confirmed. When we look at the men, 67% of the men appointees were confirmed, so there's definitely some information there that I'm gonna dig into a little bit, but that's a little bit about the work that I'm doing. It's really nice to meet you, and I'm really happy to be here today.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
And get with April
Teresa.
and we can schedule some time for you. wanting to get involved. And
Absolutely.
she is interested in county government or city government and getting involved to help the process. So I applaud you, Mackenzie, for having the grit to come up and talk to us. She's never done this before, so she was a little bit shy, but I
Well,
think
she did a great
I think
job.
you did a great job. Anytime, you're welcome here in Denton County. She is a Tarrant County resident, but we'll work on it and see if we can
That's
get her
right.
to Denton County. I've claimed her and adopted her anyway, so thank you.
Very good. Let's
Thank
go
you,
to
Judge.
item, you bet, absolutely, we're so glad to have you. Next, let's go to item 3A, approval of a resolution honoring the Flower Mound chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution and any appropriate action. And if y'all ladies would come forward, we're glad to have y'all here. Well, good morning. Do you want to make any comments before we do our resolution?
We do. Thank you so much for having us. On behalf of the
Let's make sure to speak into that microphone.
sorry.
We'd love to, there you go.
judges and members of the Commissioners Court, thank you. On behalf of the Flower Mound chapter of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, I'm honored to be here to accept this resolution. The DAR is a nonprofit, non-political women's service organization. It means a great deal to have Denton County stand alongside us as we mark America's 250th anniversary. The anniversary carries real weight. 250 years ago, remarkable men and women pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor, and many paid that price in full. The DAR exists because of their sacrifices, and we carry that legacy with pride. That is the spirit we hope to share this summer as we bring the American Revolution Experience exhibit to the Denton County Courthouse on the Square. Many thanks to the court, our Denton County partners. Together, we are illuminating our legacy. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate all that y'all do to preserve our history, acknowledge our history, and we're very excited about the museum exhibit, and it's going to be great. Hi, Jackie, did you want to say something?
Good morning, I
Good
do.
morning.
My name is Jackie Norrell, and I am so delighted to be an appointed Denton County Historical Commissioner. I want to thank you, Judge Andy Eads, Miss Bobby Commissioner Mitchell, Mr. Commissioner Falconer, and Mr. Commissioner Wright Williams. We are delighted. I am so thankful and grateful to lead this charge of the American Daughters of the American Revolution. 250, and we're going to make you so proud at the courthouse. We worked very hard carrying this exhibit all the way from Washington, D.C., and it's going to be the biggest ever. We're going to
Yes.
make it the greatest event. Thank you profoundly for this opportunity and proclamation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your partnership. Thank you so much. Well, let's read this court resolution. This is honoring the Flower Mound chapter of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution, where on July 4th, 2026, the United States of America commemorated the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And whereas this historic milestone offers an opportunity for all Americans to reflect upon the courage, sacrifice, and enduring ideals of liberty, representative government, and individual rights established by our nation's founders. And whereas the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, founded in 1890, is a non-political women's service organization dedicated to historic preservation, education, and patriotism, whose members are lineal descendants of those who achieved American independence. And whereas through the leadership initiative Illuminate Our Legacy, daughters across the nation are honoring the people and events that form the United States while promoting service to God, home, and country through meaningful local projects and educational outreach. Whereas the Flower Mound chapter of the National Society of Daughters of the American Revolution is proud to sponsor the American Revolution Experience, an innovative exhibit created in partnership with the American Battlefield Trust, designed to bring the stories of the Revolutionary era and the sacrifices of the patriots to communities throughout the nation. And whereas the American Revolution Experience provides residents and visitors an opportunity to engage with the history of the American Revolution through immersive displays, rare stories, and interactive learning experiences that honor the legacy of those who secured our nation's independence. And whereas the American Revolution Experience exhibit will be on display in the Denton County Courthouse on the Square in the courthouse on the Square in Denton, Texas, from July the 27th through August the 12th, 2026. And now, therefore, be it resolved, the Denton County Commissioners Court does hereby recognize and commend the efforts of the Flower Mound chapter of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution and proclaim support for the American Revolutionary experience and the commemoration of America's 250th anniversary. Done in open court this the 14th day of July, 2026, upon a motion by the chair, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Well, I've taken a sneak peek at some of the pictures of the exhibit and know what's going to be on display, and I'm so excited. It's so well done, and it really preserves our history, and I think it really inspires people to continue to have an appreciation of the true sacrifices of those who set up our country and established our way of life, which still endures after 250 years. So thank you all for your partnership. We were in Pilot Point yesterday. Commissioner Williams and I were, as we were commemorating and celebrating the historic preservation of the Farmers and Merchants Bank there on the square that was built in 1896. Coincidentally, the same year our courthouse on the square was built. And we were talking about the importance of partnerships with our nonprofit groups, our cities, and the county all working together, and our landowners and building owners, and that its preservation really takes a team effort. And part of that is educating the public. And when we educate the public about preservation and preserving family histories, like you are very active in, but also buildings and the true stories behind them. So thank y'all for what you do. And I know the court's been invited to the opening, and we're all excited to come see all that Monday night. Is there any other comments? Anyone?
I just want to echo what the judge says. Thank you, young women and men, for for all that you do. You know, history is so important, you know, and young people don't know a lot about history. Growing up, I didn't learn a lot about history. I learned a lot about it after I got older. But I want to thank you for your sacrifice and all that you do to make sure that the history is out there. We live in a great country, and a lot of people that moved here don't know that we live in a great country, and you continue to advocate to make sure that that history is told over and over and over. There were many sacrifices, and it's important that we let people know that there were sacrifices that was done to get us to where we are. So continue the great work that you're doing. I appreciate you, and I'll see you at the opening. Thank you
so much.
Any other comments? All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank y'all so much.
Here? You bet.
All right, 1, 2, and 3.
Perfect. Thank you.
members, let's go back to the consent agenda. Members, are there any items you'd like to pull off the consent agenda? Do we have a motion to approve it as presented?
So moved.
We have a motion by Commissioner Falconer, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Our consent agenda today consists of item 2A, which is approval of the order making appointments and any appropriate action, and item 2B, which is approval of payroll. Let's proceed forward to item 5A, which is approval of the bill report payments from CSCD, Community Corrections, TAIB, Sheriff's Training, Sheriff's Forfeiture, VIT interest, and DA forfeiture funds are presented for recording purposes only. Good morning, Mr. May.
Good morning. I have no changes today. Recommend approval as presented.
Perfect. We have a motion for approval by Commissioner Falconer, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6A, approval to cancel the contracts between Denton County and Smart Communications, RFP 202571 inmate mail systems and RFP 212626 inmate telephone systems effective July the 7th, 2026.
Move to approve.
Motion by
Second.
Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6B, approval to contract with Smart Communications Holdings LLC for inmate mail and phone system service through the Dallas County Cooperative Contract RFP 20250307055 inmate phone video visitation service inmate multifunction kiosk and tablet provider.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6C, approval of exemption from bidding for the sole source annual subscription purchase of Clio from CoFile Technologies Incorporated in an estimated amount of $120,000. The chair will move for approval. Second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6D, approval of the purchase of county vehicles in fiscal year 2026 as recommended by the Vehicle Assessment Committee for fiscal year 2027 in an estimated amount of $3,898,372 through various cooperative contracts and ITB 252897 fleet vehicles.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6E, approval to surplus and donate a 2013 Ford F-250 pickup FPI 3602 to the Ponder Fire Department by Denton County's Fire Marshal Office as recommended by the Vehicle Assessment Committee.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 6F, approval of award of ITB 262915 Alton Bridge Bank Stabilization and Bridge Scour to Knight Erosion Control, DBA Knight Engineering and Construction. Chair move for approval.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Williams. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Pardon me. Next is item 6F, approval to declare miscellaneous computer equipment as surplus, advertise and place an online auction 262922 to be held in July 2026. Motion
Second.
by Commissioner Mitchell, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 6H, approval to remove one vehicle from the Fire Marshal's fleet and declare it surplus as recommended by the Vehicle Assessment Committee.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 6I, approval to renewal of RFP 242820, emergency bulk drinking water services to SLSCO Limited. The chair will move for approval.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 6J, approval of renewal of RFP 222692, Medical Laboratory Human Resources to Pinnacle Health Technologies Incorporated.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Falconer, second by Commissioner Williams in stereo. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 7A, a report for miscellaneous equipment and software services is presented for recording purposes only. Next is item 7B, this is approval of a budget amendment request 2026313 for county administration to transfer $35,500 from the permanent improvement fund to countywide projects, open space acquisition park to permanent improvement fund, improvements to reallocate funding to the Briarwood Gate project. The chair will move for approval. Second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 7C, approval of the budget amendment request 2026314 to Constable Precinct Number 2 to transfer $198,000 within county vehicles from unappropriated contingency to vehicles for the purchase of 2 replacement law enforcement vehicles as recommended by the Vehicle Assessment Committee.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer.
Oh,
Proceed.
She's got a question.
$98,000? Vehicles going up that much?
Yeah, they're outrageously expensive. Yeah. Well, plus the equipment.
That's the
Plus the
equipment, that's
equipment.
the.
Yeah, yeah,
Plus
you've got
the
equipment that's
Yeah.
associated.
I saw that and I thought, no wonder I'm not buying a new vehicle.
Yeah, they're close to, depending on the outfit, depending on who it's for, whether it's a supervisor or a deputy, it can be, $115,000 to $120,000 per vehicle. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, more
it's
than half the cost is.
Yeah, it's insane.
Outfitting.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
insane.
Thank you. Next, so is item 7C. We have a
Question,
motion
no.
and a second. Any other questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 7D, approval of budget amendment request 2026315 for Constable Precinct 1 to transfer within county vehicles $105,692 from unappropriated contingency was $7,692 to capital equipment and $98,000 to vehicles to cover the purchase of a radio and a replacement law enforcement vehicle as recommended by the Vehicle Assessment Committee.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Mitchell. She's
Oh, no, we're
over,
gonna get
she's
beat
over
up
her
here today
sticker
with
shock.
cars.
Yeah, that's right.
All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion
Real
carries
quick, Judge,
unanimously.
I'm
Yes,
sorry,
go
I
right ahead.
apologize. I do want to thank the committee and obviously the budget department. There's a lot of work that goes into putting this together, or purchasing, I should say, to putting this together and making sure all these happen. And there's a lot of phone calls that go on behind the scenes. And again, we appreciate all the efforts. So thank you for all that.
Perfect, good. Yes, we appreciate everyone's good efforts. Next is 7E, approval of budget amendment request 2026316 for the Department of Transportation and Engineering to transfer $68,158 from Road and Bridge unappropriated contingency to capital equipment to purchase a rototilt attachment for an excavator.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 7F, approval of budget amendment request 2026327 to transfer from the general fund county vehicles unappropriated contingency and general fund non-departmental unappropriated contingency to various vehicle line items and the road and bridge fund county vehicles unappropriated contingency to various vehicle line items for the purchase of vehicles. This is for in fiscal year 2026 as recommended by the Vehicle Assessment Committee. For fiscal year 2027, amount of $3,898,372.
Move to approve.
Second. That's a lot
I
of
left
money.
that one for Bobby.
We have a motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion?
That's a lot of money, but and I know you have to do it early
Yeah.
so you can get the vehicles in time.
They're not quite, it's not quite as bad as it used to be, fortunately, but we do a great job here in the county of being ahead of everybody else.
Hey, I didn't
will
spend
say
that much money.
Well,
I didn't let them spend that much money.
Yeah,
maybe maybe we just switch back.
yeah.
No, you're doing a great job.
Well, I see how that worked.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 8A, a report from Human Resources regarding hiring actions of elected officials. This is presented for recording purposes only. Mr. Hernandez.
Judge, Commissioners, good morning. We have one lateral transfer in Constable Precinct 6, one new hire in the county clerk, one new hire in adult probation, 2 promotions in the district attorney's office, 2 new hires in the district attorney's office, 1 rehire in juvenile probation, and 4 new hires in the sheriff's office. All of those are detention officer ones. That's it for this meeting.
Perfect, good. Thank you. Thank you, Gustavo, for all y'all's efforts in onboarding these individuals. That's presented for recording purposes only. Next is item 10A, a report from an approval of notice to relocate for the Liberty Road realignment project located in Commissioner Precinct 1.
Move to approve.
Second.
By Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 10B, approval of the request to hold a public hearing on August the 11th, 2026 at 9 a.m. for the Liberty Edition replat. This is Lot 1R, Block A. This is 7.766 acres. This is located in Commissioner Precinct 1.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next, let's go to item 10C, approval of the request to hold a public hearing on August the 11th, 2026 at 9 a.m. for the Aubrey Ranch Estates replat. This is lots 19R. This is block 1. This is 7.479 acres located in Commissioner Precinct 1.
Move to approve.
Motion
Second.
by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. And let me see here. Let's go to those other departments. We will do those later. Let's go to proceed forward to 14A, approval of the limited service deputy agreement between Denton County, Texas and Denton Independent School District under the 43rd Texas Administrative Code 217.164 as recommended by the Denton County Tax Assessor.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner
Second.
Mitchell, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion?
Thank
All
you,
in fa-
Don.
Yes, Donna, thank you. And the sheriff, all in favor say, we have a motion by Commissioner Falconer. Do we have a second?
I think that.
Did we get,
I think
a second?
Bobby-
Okay, with motion is second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 14B, approval of amendment number 1 to the interlocal cooperation agreement between Denton County, Texas and the town of Hickory Creek, Texas for the Carlisle Drive project from South Lake Dallas Drive to Main Street, with Denton County agreeing to decrease its contribution towards satisfactory completion of the project from $593,000 to $243,660 for a total decrease of $349,340 in any appropriate action.
Move approval.
Motion by
Second.
Commissioner Mitchell, second by Commissioner Falconer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 14C, approval of the supplemental agreement number 6 to the professional services agreement between Denton County, Texas and STV Incorporated, previously Chang Patel and Yerby Incorporated, to increase the scope of the project to include additional services to complete plan revisions required for a study related to the connectivity of Loop 288 and US 380 and revisions to the existing interchange at US 380. In addition, in an additional amount of $1,974,896 for a total revised contract amount of $12,596,691.60, with funding the amount of $1,450,258 to come from the Loop 288 West Trip 22. This is the Judge Auditor line item 897460960 PRJCV 1072. And with funding the amount of $524,638 to come from FM 1515 Trip 22 Judge Auditor line item 897507960, and to be transferred to Loop 288 West Auditor line item 897460960 PRJCV 1072, and any appropriate action. The chair will move for approval. Second by Commissioner Williams. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is 14D, approval of the turn lane improvements agreement for 377 at Fish Trap and Liberty. This is ITV 262916 between Denton County, Texas and Quality Excavations in amount of $979,727.56, inclusive of a contingency allowance of $80,000, with funding amount of $979,727.56 to come from PRJ 2600081080CC 901000PR 9061.
Move to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Mitchell. Any discussion?
Yeah, real quick, Judge, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's put a lot of time and effort into this. This is definitely going to relieve a little bit of traffic congestion. This is just the start of it. We try to do, turn lane areas as soon as we possibly can, because obviously the state doesn't have the money to do 377 100% at this point in time. The county is in great stages, if you will, of getting closer to being ready to do more for Fish Trap. It's just the cost is exorbitant. What we originally had budgeted for it versus what it actually is going to cost now is tremendous. So I really, again, we're doing the best we can with the money we have to alleviate as much traffic congestion as possible. Fish Trap is really just an FM little 2-lane road that was never meant for as much traffic as it gets because of the way 380 was. It's a kind of a side road to it, but now 380 is fabulous to drive up and down. Believe me, I've been doing it a lot lately, and So it's improved dramatically. But at the end of the day, thank you so much for everybody that's worked hard on this. Be patient. There's going to be some construction, but it will help alleviate some of the traffic. So thank you so much, Judge.
Perfect, thank you, we're excited. We have a motion and a second. Any other comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next is item 14E, approval of the interlocal cooperation agreement between Denton County, Texas and Oliver Creek Ranch Municipal Utility District of Denton County for property tax assessment and collection as recommended by the Denton County Tax Assessor Collector.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Mitchell.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Williams. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Next, let's go to item 17, which is community updates. We'll start with Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Judge. Just a couple of things here. Pilot Points has its section, golly.
Wow, careful now. Careful.
Second,
Take two.
Yeah.
take 10, it sounds like,
Take two.
and go to bed for a while.
Well, that,
Come back.
Maybe.
Second annual Pilot Point, thank
Okay.
you, Health Fair, and that's not even a tongue twister,
No.
but I made it one. The Health Fair will be held at Pilot Point Middle School on Saturday, July 18th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is a free health fair for residents with some low-cost screenings. That's always very nice, something nice to offer. Also, best of luck to the Aubrey Area Youth Sports Association track team this Thursday and Friday. Approximately 60 students are competing in the Fort Worth at the Texas Amateur Athletic Federation Regional 4 track and field meet. Everyone competes at the regional level to determine who will go to state. Competitors range from ages 18 and below. So good luck to all those athletes. Hopefully the weather's halfway decent, so and they drink plenty of water. The last thing I wanted to mention is, I'm gonna kind of go back a little bit, digress back to about the vehicles, especially for our law enforcement vehicles. There has been an increase based on the ballistic glass that we do put inside of our vehicles now to protect our deputies. That has been going on with the Sheriff's Department for a few years. It's about $12,000 per vehicle. The committee, and I'm not going to blame it on the committee, but I want to give them all the kudos as well. I'll take it because I was the one that said, well, we should be doing this, but it has increased the cost to our constables' deputies' vehicles as well because we are now putting the ballistic glass in theirs as well. I didn't think it made sense for us to only put it in the Sheriff's Department's deputies' vehicles when the constables' deputies take high-risk situations as well. And I think it's only fair that we protect our officers across the board and wanted to make sure that happens. So obviously, there's a little increase in a few of our vehicles that go to the constables' offices. But at the end of the day, we're very fortunate that this county can afford to protect our officers the best we do, because not very many departments do that. And I think it shows a lot from this group here and the committees, and even the sheriff, that's what he wants in his deputies' vehicles. So that's it. That's all I've got. Thank you, Judge.
Commissioner Falconer.
Thank you, Judge. A few things. Frisco has the Fun Float Night on July 18th, 6 to 8 at the Athletic Center. They also have Cycle the City along the Tychus Trail, and that'll be at 8 a.m. on the 18th, and that starts at Harold Bacchus Community Park. And then Crossroads has their community market on the 18th from 8 to noon. That's at 2042 FM 424. And then Carrollton has SNAP and other benefits application help. So if you need help with any of those kind of benefits, that'll be on the 14th from 10 to noon at the Josie Ranch Library. They have special needs swim night at the Rosemead Rainforest Aquatic Complex on the 17th from 6:30 to 9. That's specifically for those children and adults with special needs and their families. And then there's a community plant swap at the Hebron and Josie Library on the 18th from 1 to 3. It does say you need to bring healthy cuttings and plants. I guess you can't bring a dead one to swap.
Mine.
Okay, none of mine either.
For silk.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. It didn't say that
Ones that always
specifically,
live forever.
but maybe you could try to trade some of those.
Silk
fake ones.
Her, all hers are perennial silk.
So they never go away.
No water necessary.
That's right.
And a quick update on that, that Battle of the Badges blood drive. It turns out that the police department won that, so congratulations to them. So anyway, that's all I've got.
Perfect. Commissioner Mitchell?
I'd be happy to trade for some more silk plants. If anyone has any, just send them my way and I'll send you some of mine. In Precinct 3, we have a sensory-friendly water park day on July 17th, 9:30 a.m. for special need individuals. And we have a Tip a Cop fundraiser for the Special Olympics at the Texas Roadhouse on July 23rd, 4:30 to 9. Community Field Day and Summer Social, July 25th. Heritage Park, still in Flower Mound. In Lake Dallas, we have a Lake Cities Market, July 18th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Local crafts, food, treats, and more. And in Louisville, we have a third Sunday Nature Walk, July 19th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Thrive. Also, I want to congratulate the city of Louisville and the city of Frisco. They won the named 2026 overall NTCC, the winner of the Mayor's Challenge, and the city of Louisville won the overall challenge. They collected, with 29 other cities, 153,690 pounds of litter this year. And so they were named the overall winners of that contest. Congratulations to both of them being named my Community Clean Up Challenge champions. Also, the Louisville Citizen University, you need to sign up by 8/31/26. And in Precinct 4, Argyle Trading Post, July 18th. And Denton, Beginner Bike Repair, July 27th, and that's the North Branch Library. Gain skills to keep your bike in top condition. I don't have to worry about that. Trophy Club, Coffee in the Park, July 15th, Indian Creek Drive. Start your morning off right with a cup of coffee on the town. It's free. Then we have a dive-in movie at the community pool. You're going to dive in and take a swim. And also, we have a backyard painting on July 25th at 10 a.m. at Trophy Club Park. Also, those are Precinct 3 and Precinct 24. I mean, Precinct 4.
24.
Brian, I'm
and I
taking.
are having a tough morning.
We're having a difficult morning, aren't we?
Y'all need more coffee. Okay. Or cut them off. So, next, let's go to, I want to just make an announcement and remind everybody that next Tuesday, July 21st, there'll be no Commissioners Court. There'll be no Commissioners Court next Tuesday. And it's that time of year for the Denton County United Way. They have their annual United Tribute, which is in January of 2027. But this is the time of year to nominate people to participate in the Dancing with the Stars. And so, so they can start, rehearsing and planning for January 2027. So you can get online and nominate someone at the United Way of Denton County's website, and I think we'll have a campaign to nominate Ryan to dance. So we'll see. You will pay not to dance. I bet you would pay not to dance. To not dance. Yeah. I forget how many years they've been doing this, and I said, no. I said, I'm never doing it. And so, but because I don't, yes, and that's why I don't do this one. No, I think you'd be a sellout. I think you'd be great. Yeah, you'd be Fred Astaire. Okay, let's do that. All right, so let me give a Denton County shout out to Argyle's Grady Emerson. He was drafted into the MLB, so congratulations, Grady. He was drafted to the Tampa Bay Rays as the number 2 overall 2026 MLB pick. So we wish him all the success, and remember your home county and your hometown of Argyle.
My son
as
played
you
with
make
him
it
a couple
big.
times.
He did. Well,
Same
good.
team. Yep.
That's great.
Good young man, and congratulations
Yeah,
to him.
we're very happy
Well
for him.
deserved. Well deserved.
Very happy. All right, let's go to executive session. We have a few items here, and this is 15A, Texas Government Code 5510745A1, personnel matters affecting the county advisory body. The closed meeting to deliberate the appointment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a member of an advisory body to wit the City of Louisville TERS Tax Increment District Number 1. And 15B, Texas Government Code 5510745A1, personnel matters affecting the county advisory body. Closed meeting to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a member of an advisory body to wit the City of Louisville TERS Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone Number 2. 15C is Texas Government Code 5510745A1, personnel matters affecting the county advisory body. Closed meeting to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a member of an advisory body to with the City of Louisville TERS Tax Increment Reinvestment Number 3. 15D, Texas Government Code 5510771A, consultation with attorney in closed meeting when the governmental body seeks the advice of the attorney about pending litigation in cause number 14137716026, styled County of Denton, Texas versus Victoria Johnson et al., currently pending in the 141st Judicial District Court of Tarrant County, Texas. In 15E, Texas Government Code 5510772, deliberation regarding real property. Closed meeting deliberate the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. Deliberation in an open meeting would have a detrimental effect to the position of a governmental body in negotiations with the third person. It is 9:54, and we are in executive session.